Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, ladies and gents, what I want to do is I want to tell you that on the website, the 4Share site, we're uploading the last video. It got 6 minutes to go. On the 4Share site, get out of there, dragon. Uh-oh, we need to do a resubmission. Well, how about we just go back? On the 4Share site, what we have is, uh-oh, come on, show us what we have. By the time that video is finally loaded, this one will be loaded, and the documents will be properly loaded. What's happening is while that's loading, we're gonna come, okay, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to let you know is we're going to delete these documents. The affidavit will no longer be available on the internet. Sorry, we're going to start charging people for the affidavits because they've been proving a little bit more effective than we anticipated. And so we might as well capitalize off of the effectiveness of the affidavit. So I want to thank you all for participating in our, our trial experiment, using you all as guinea pigs. Just kidding! We're about to do something to the document one last time. We're going to insert something that should have been inserted on the first ones. Please understand that this is necessary. It says insert page number. We're going to put page number at the bottom. You know, as a matter of fact, I want to put the page number in the margin. Okay? We're going to put the page number in the margin off to the left side of the document. Not the header. I said margin. It only did header because this is the margin, y'all. We're going to add some butter later, but for right now, we're just going to use margin. Okay? Page number, see? It's going to be right there. Like I told you, a young man whom we have been helping with it, I can't say we, whom I've been helping with his foreclosure. He has a foreclosure case and a civil case. And so I did this for him in his civil case. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is called the jurat. What I need, and see, it's not on this one, and I'm going to have to see why something has changed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this. Drop it like it's hot. My allowance. Anyway, we're gonna drop that. What I want is when you do your document, I need the following to be on the last page by itself. Okay, there is another section I'm gonna add to this. Okay. And when I add this section, ladies and gentlemen, I think the document will finally be complete. Now, please understand, if you've already done your affidavit, there is no need to do this affidavit again and file this affidavit on the record. All you need to do is do an addendum to what's already on the record. Okay? Those of you who paid for the birth certificates to do an addendum, we will have to charge you for that because the county recorders will charge us for it. Okay? So, technically, you don't have to file it with the birth certificate. You can file it on your county recorder's record. How do you do that? You file it under... Let me show you because you guys don't understand. You file it under this thing right here. Power of attorney. That's why we called it a POA. Okay? This is the document that's going to be up there. It's going to be in Word format. 1997 to 2003 and 2010 to 2016 formats. Two different formats, DOC and DOCX. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, if this formatted document is out of place, do you see how it's set up here? This is how you're going to make it look. Do you see this area right here? See how big it is? That's how big you want it to be on your document. You see this area right here? That's where you want this to be. Okay? Do you see? All you got, because it's a box, you just do this. You just move it back to where it's supposed to be. Okay? Just that simple. And the same with these. If they're out of place, you just take and you move them back to in place. Duh. No, sorry. Many of you didn't know that. Look, we made it easier for you. Okay? Do you see this right here? Name, lowercase, first, last, then your address. Your address, this should be 3 lines, ladies and gentlemen. 3 lines. So it'll keep the format. Because, watch this. If I get rid of, sorry, gotta go this way. Come on, mouse. Don't want to do that. No, right there. If I get rid of this, you see how things move up? I need the 3 lines. So, make it 3 lines. One person did it and he didn't keep it in the same format and things shift. We don't want it to shift. This is why, again, in the last video it was here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, I ain't listened to this why before, but I think somebody just cursed, and I ain't having no cursing. That's right, it says dirty. Where you at? You gotta go. I don't know who you with on this one, Anthony Hamilton, but you and that person, y'all don't get to be played on my system. I don't deal with cursing. Please. I done told y'all, y'all don't get the curse on my computer. Let's go, Luther. Any love? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies and gents, as I said, no cursing is allowed. If you're going to text me, email me, if you're going to communicate with me, no cursing, please. Just show me that respect. Look, I just need to let you know there's an art to the madness. I've been wanting to do this part of the video for over a month now. I placed a video online where I'm speaking with a gentleman and he's asking me about the UCC. And I'm telling him that I'm not going to explain the UCC to him unless he can prove to me by his questions that he knows what he's talking about and he knows what he's trying to do. In the conversation, I saw that he was not knowing, that he was looking for answers to his questions. Told him I wasn't here to do that. I'm not your personal secretary or your personal dictionary, a thesaurus, or anything like that. Well, he got upset. Then he wanted to ask me another question. No matter how busy I told him I was, he wanted to answer more questions, wanted me to answer more questions. Again, level of selfishness. He didn't think he was selfish. As a matter of fact, he didn't think he was selfish so much to the point that he got upset when I published the video of the recording of our conversation. Now, I didn't use his name and didn't allow his name to be said during the entire conversation. There was no need to say his name. I went back and I made sure that his name wasn't mentioned. Why? Because I wasn't trying to embarrass him or humiliate him. What I was trying to do is I was trying to, by that video, get rid of the people who are not here for anything other than to be a leech, to take advantage of me and you. You see, they want to jump to the head of the line. They want to run ahead of everybody else. They want to get there before you. And I'm not going to allow that. So let me let you know. My phone rings maybe twice a day now. Whew! Thank you! You guys have no idea how great it is to finally be able to not complete something, but blame it on me for not completing it. Being too tired, too exhaustive. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, my fatigue level is even worse now than before. And the breathing and everything, it's the diet. I'm still eating processed food. Still eating foods with a lot of chemicals in it, and I know I have to stop that. I was watching a video yesterday and this video is going to be 15 minutes long, not going to go beyond 15 minutes. But watching a video yesterday with Ben Lowry, and I believe, I'm not sure, that he may have cancer, which is why he's doing all the exercising. He even did a video talking about cancer, and I think it would behoove me. I'll put the affidavit up later today, okay? Let's go here, and let's go BenLowryCancer. Okay, I'm doing Ben Lowry cancer, because I want to go directly to the video. Ben Lowry himself. See, got rid of the hair. This has been with the hair, but that was 4 years ago. And so I went to his webpage, and we'll go to his webpage in a minute. And he doesn't have the hair anymore. And I was, kind of disappointed because he had the hair. Now he doesn't have the hair. And I didn't know why. And I was curious about that. Now, he has some other ventures he talks about, okay? But what I want to do is, he does guitar lessons, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. He talks about actually making a living off of the guitar lessons, okay? But most of his current videos are on, sorry, I gotta stop this. This video pops up all the time. This video is several years old. Okay, but going to his video list, there is a video in here, and the only reason why it's important to me is because when they talk about cancer, the young lady who he is interviewing talks about having terminal cancer, being diagnosed with it as a child, and surviving it to the point to where there was no longer any cancer in her. And then being diagnosed 30 years later as having a different form of cancer, including spinal and the brain cancer. Okay, both terminal. And what did she do? She changed her diet drastically. Not simply, drastically. Let's stay together. This is Al Green. Those of y'all who ain't nobody, ain't been around, ain't been about nobody. Ladies and gentlemen, I think some of you might appreciate Ben Lowry's website. I'm sorry, I just got to go through all the videos to get to this, and like I said, I got 3 minutes to finish this video because I said I'm not going over that, and I got to keep my word. So I'm gonna see, that's why I'm thinking he got off, because if you notice, he wasn't doing any of the bodybuilding, the weightlifting during the other videos. Okay, this is 3 years ago. Notice he's got no hair in these videos. That was 3 years ago. Now we're gonna go to 4 years ago, and you'll see he'll be talking about things like juicing and other stuff like that. And you see there's a hat, but for the most part, no hat and no hair. Okay, then I saw something when I was doing research because I wanted to find out what happened to Ben Lowry. So I typed in what happened to Ben Lowry, and next thing you know, one of the things was Ben Lowry cancer. So I clicked on it, and when I clicked on Ben Lowry cancer, and do you see, just right about this time, see, he's got hair, no hair. So let's find out what happened to no hair 4 years ago, just as soon as he stopped doing the videos about the government. But now he talks about thinkers and cancer. And the young lady he has is not that young lady. Let's see if I can see the video. And if I'm not able to pull up the video here, I'm just going to suggest that you all look for it, because the video is very interesting about the lady talking about how she defeated cancer. And he's got a bald head in this video. So I'm thinking it's going to be one of these. God, I don't want to go over the 15 minutes, y'all, because I promised y'all I wasn't going to go over 15 minutes, but this is so important about the cancer issue, because she went on a straight vegetable and non-processed food diet, a strict one, and she got rid of cancer twice in her life. Now you figure, she calls herself an herbalist, so why wasn't she still doing the herbs and things when she defeated cancer? I don't know. But again, it's the processed food, it's the chemicals. That's what's making us sick. That's what's making me sick. I know this. When I got out, I don't do meat anymore. I do not eat any type of meat. But that's not good enough, because I still haven't been able to defeat that beast. The beast that's causing me to be sick. Okay? And that is the diet, the detoxification, because that's what she talks about. Her going on a strict detoxification program, regimen. Okay, sorry, it is with him having a bald head, and I don't see her face, And so you guys will pardon me as I go about 3 to 4 minutes beyond what I said I was going to go. Sorry. Oh, there she is. Whew. Just in time. Here it is right here. Cancer, the journey back to health. I'm going to pause it right here so all of you can see the title. And please type it in and listen to what she says she does. Sorry, I got to get rid of this stupid commercial because as you all know, I can't stand these dumb commercials. This is Usher. Oh, oh, oh. Sorry. This is Usher and this is Moving Mountains, and I think it is one of the better songs by this young man. Now let's get back to the affidavit real quickly because I want to get this done because I promised you guys this video was going to be short and I'm going to make it short, okay? This document right here, we put in all the areas that you need to correct. You need to erase all of the yellow, type in the correct information, copy and paste if you need to. Complete the document. Remember, this document says that you disavow any and all junks and reject any and all rights associated with the 14th Amendment, Section 1. That includes the benefits, the immunities, and the privileges. All right? When people say, I'm not a 14th Amendment citizen, please, only one section of the 14th Amendment refers to and directly associates with U.S. citizens, and that is Section 1. So you are disavowing all of that. You are waiving all of those rights. Do you wish to waive your rights? Yes, I wish to waive rights. All the rights associated with the 14th Amendment. Then you see the motor vehicle part. People, they have a definition for the word vehicle. Every county, every state, every city has a definition for the word vehicle. The word vehicle is not a state word. It is a federal word. The federal definition is the leading definition in statute. It carries the meaning of something used for commercial purposes on the highways to transport passengers and property and or cargo. And number 10, used for commercial purposes means a carriage of persons or property for any fare, for hire, for profit, for commerce. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why people say they don't travel. They don't, drive, they travel. It doesn't matter. The law says, as I've shown you, whoever is sitting in the driver's seat, you see, that seat is presumed to be a driver's seat because it's registered as a motor vehicle. We need to find out how to get our vehicles registered as automobiles and non-commercial vehicles used for non-commercial purposes. That's what we need to be doing. So here we state for a fact that we are not and do not have motor vehicles. And we talk about the right to travel. Okay? And we talk about corpus juris secundum and the trust. We just read in the last video showing you how the bankruptcy court refers to the trust. I just called the Social Security Department and told them I want a hearing because we need to discuss my trust and my having access to my trust. You know what they did? Sir, I can't schedule a hearing for you. What you mean you can't schedule a hearing? Sir, I'm not going to argue with you, woman. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not even asking you for an argument. I'm telling you what to do. No, I didn't actually say that. I said, I'm asking you to schedule a hearing. All you need to do is your job. Schedule a hearing, and there's no argument. I said, but you want to tell me, unfortunately. Unfortunately is a negative. I didn't call you to hear a negative. I called you to schedule a hearing. Why? Because they denied me Social Security benefits. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't deny me. There are no charges in Puerto Rico for which they held me. They dismissed the case, which means that my benefits are to be continued upon my coming to the United States within a 12-month period. Well, when the feds did it, they tried, convicted, and sentenced, convicted, and released all on the same day. And then 2 months later, I get arrested. Well, the whole time I'm in jail, that's statute of limitations. The tolling of statute doesn't continue. So I'm still within the 12 months. So I don't have to reapply. Now, of course, you know they want to argue. I don't mind. It's all Good time. It all counts. I get paid for all of the time since I came back and said, hey, I'm here. But now I want my access to my trust and the funds associated there too. Okay, this document, once again, explains everything it needs to explain, and it has all the areas that you should be filling in. But I don't want to have this and that in my document. Ladies and gentlemen, knock yourself out. Take out half of the stuff. Go ahead, just start ripping it apart and adding in whatever you want, because you know more than I do. Of course you do. As a matter of fact, you created this affidavit. You did all the research. As a matter of fact, you put all the case law in. As a matter of fact, you also knew about the DBA information. You knew about the power of attorney and the durable power of attorney. That's right, you knew more than I did. So let's get down to the chase. Let's cut it right down, quick pro quo. You are here because you know that I know what I'm talking about. I don't make this up. You've already told me I know what I'm talking about. If it wasn't for some of the people out there being so stupid, I would leave the comments up there for all of you to see people telling me about how much this is exactly what they've discovered in their research. So again, you can take this document and mutilate it like some of you did the Declaration of Executorship, and like the gentleman did with this document. By the way, you're going to put the international stamp here, and you're going to sign through the international stamp in front of the notary. Just that simple. Now again, this document in a moment will be complete. There is another section that I'm adding right here. Okay? There is another section that I'll be adding, not right here. Gotta go back up. Let's one more time. I'm glad I caught myself. And that's what I'm about to do now. We're gonna add this section right here. The section that I told you that I'm getting ready to add is gonna go here. This document is gonna be about 13, 14 pages long, but nonetheless, it will be complete. Now, I told you I was going to keep this short. We're going to keep it short. Thank you once again for joining us here. Go and check out that Ben Lowry video, ladies and gentlemen, and this will be up on the net. So go ahead and download it. You don't have to redo anything. If you haven't gotten it notarized yet, just go ahead and do this document. All you're doing is adding the section that I'm talking about right here, because this is the only difference, and the page numbers. That's all you're doing. So you're just going to copy and paste this into your document that you've already added all of your information to. That way you don't have to add anything else but everything down here. Okay? That's it. Okay? We got to keep it simple for you. Hey, Anthony Hamilton, he's going to take us out. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, thank you once again for joining us here at the Eeon Energy Equals Oneness. Hey, I might be changing the name up just a little bit. I might do EEION, which says the exact same name, and energy equals infinity oneness, or infinite oneness. Hey, it still says the same thing, but in a much more definitive form. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents, be speaking to you. Take care. I'm out.